Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are playing Command, Modern Naval and Air Operations. It's been a while, but we are back to this game with this fabulous interface over here. Um, Sorry about the delay. I was on vacation, so I didn't have time to record. So I'll just briefly recap where we left off. We are on a mission here where we, as Spain, fight a war against the North African Alliance, most prominently in the name of Morocco over here. Morocco does have a couple of airports, one, two here. They took over the Canary Islands down here, and they actually have already conquered that. They are sending reinforcements in from over here, and we are trying to bring over two groups. One combat force over here, the group Delta. Where is it? There, sorry, the group Alpha, which is a surface unit composed of a small little carrier and a couple of frigates, and the group Delta over here, which contains a couple of landing craft. We are trying to get these people down to the islands to reconquer them. At the same time, we are tasked to stop their guys. In the last couple of episodes, we took down quite a bit of their air force, actually. Can we see the losses so far? Losses and expenditures? Yeah, here we go. So, unfortunately, we lost two Hornets, which is our main fighting force, because we got a bit greedy when we attacked down here one of their planes, in particular the Hawkeye over here, which was pretty bad, losing these two fighters. But then again, I think all in all, it did enable us to make much more leeway over here, because their radar coverage really got reduced by that. So that was a pretty good thing for us to happen overall, and you can see that overall they lost 6 F-16s already, 2 Mirages, the Hawkeye. We sank a frigate and a Romeo class submarine, both by our submarines, and a couple of Ramadan craft, which were basically rocket or missile craft that were down here and nearly attacking us. Our guys that did just that. Again, F-18s over here are currently landing. They're returning here back to Moron or however you call that air base up there. So the question is what we do next. And as we said, one of our targets is this group down here. And if you remember well, let's have a look at the database and see what this could be. It's probably not the Spanish naval craft, but one of the things that you could see was that we were dealing with these guys over here, right? So, do we have a decent picture of them? Well, that's I'm not sure which version it was, but let's say roughly it was this one. So it did tell us that they have missile defenses of about 4 harpoons. And we looked at this quite hard because there were 4 craft, and we attacked them with only 12 missiles. So the chances of actually getting all of these craft down were not actually that great. And in missile attacks, it's really important that if they have active defenses, if they really can shoot down 4 harpoons before they hit them, then it's really important to attack with more than that. So, but as you can see here, their weapon systems didn't really allow for that. They had some guns, but not that great guns for air defense, really. I mean, these guys can shoot at missiles. I'm not even sure that these can. Yes, they can. But it's a 40mm or 76mm gun, so they won't really be able to put out enough ammo to really get a decent hit chance. The main protection that these guys really have is this passive defense over here, and I'm not sure we can still see that in the log over here. I don't think we can. It's probably been too long ago. So because it was passive, we nevertheless attacked it and just trusted it would all work out. However, now these guys, let's see, these guys over here, they have a much better anti-air defense. So they have these phalanx guys over here with a close-in weapon system. So this is only 20 millimeters. It has a much higher rate of attack against missiles and guided bombs. So I'm not sure that we'll be able to really be successful against them if we don't saturate them really high. They also should have probably some rim weapons over here. So again, stuff that can target missiles quite handily and easily. So let's briefly look here. They have a really great missile defense of 16 missiles. Just this boat, and much of that is active. So, and if we have a look at here, this LPD. So, I would guess probably something like that. Not that another frigate. So, probably again not the Spanish one, but the Egyptian one. So again, you can already see here that that looks a bit like a decent-ish gun. Although there's some small amounts back there. But let's see, harpoons. Yeah, that's not that great. A Spied. I'm not sure how great that is, but yeah, it looks like an anti-aircraft missile. So the Albatross. Can you see it? Maybe that one or that one. Probably that one. I'm not sure. But yeah, again, this probably has pretty good, for harpoon, but again, much more active. So here, if we were to attack this group, we would really need much more than we put down so far. We can have a look at Macron over here and the aircraft that are stationed here, and the different loadouts that we would have available. Which I think are here, and you can see that we'd be able to carry 2 harpoons per flight. So I'm really not that convinced that we should launch an attack right now, or if we were to launch an attack, it would really need to be massive. And there's one really bad thing about that, and that is this airfield over here, and to a lower extent this airfield over here, to me feel really threatening. They if we launch an attack down here, we'd probably need the fuel, we'd need to return, and that would sort of leave us vulnerable to them backstabbing us from this airfield. So what I would much rather like to do is attack this airfield. This is proving too much hassle. We would want to shift our areas of operations down here, and we can't be afraid that they hit us from the side whenever we are returning to our air bases. So that's what I would really like to avoid right now. Let's take these guys over here. This is just an air superiority mission, but they are running out of fuel, so I think you guys are fine to go home. You as well, so you don't drain the fuel tanker. We still have about 5 planes over here, 3 down here, 2 up here, which carry some fuel. Both of them are loitering. Yeah, 350. Then we have this Boeing craft over here, also very nice. And that, to me, really should be it. What are you carrying? You're carrying spare harpoons, right? You go back to base as well. And that should be fine. Anything else up here? Both of these helicopters? Yes. So these are just the helicopters that are sort of covering the area in front of our groups here. I think we can also have a look at the fields over here and just slightly expand our area where we are looking for, where we are having these, where is it, our anti-submarine patrol patterns, Orion craft over here, and they're dropping buoys and all that sort of jazz in this area. Here you can see one. It's basically, I think, just below the layer we found out earlier. And again, a couple of helicopters buzzing around, and some air patrol over here. What had been really helpful, more than I actually gave credit for maybe, were the Harriers over here, which are currently on the elevator en route to flight deck. So These guys are being readied. They are on a quick turnaround profile, so I think they should be ready really soon. Basically, they're just landed, being refitted and ready to go. So when all of our guys get home, I'll set them out to attack the airfield over here, and there'll be some interesting things. Let's restart the game. Also keep an eye on what's going on down here. We know about a couple of enemy units. Oh, I think we didn't know about that. Let's see if we can't get over here, and please do creep, because that feels a bit threatening. Oh, or did we maybe think that? I'm not actually sure what the last bit was. So no. Okay, so we do obviously have a fight down here, which I totally forgot about. Are you on periscope depth? Yes, you are. Okay, so you should hopefully see that very soon. There's another potential submarine up there. We're sending this guy to investigate over there, and these guys are trying to intercept this blob over there. So, and I think I'll give you orders to cavitation at 25 knots, so you can go 17 knots just to catch up and maybe attack more or less simultaneously. Also, I think we never gave the group Alpha up here the order to speed up again. Creep, you can go to cruise. Is 20 maybe a bit fast? How fast are you guys going? Cruise 12, full 15. Okay, if you go 15, you should probably not go much faster than that. So we'll just issue a manual command over here. In fact, I think 14 is going to be perfectly fine. Sprint and drift would be an interesting pattern as well, which would maybe a bit be beneficial against submarines, because we put ahead and then wait for a while and be able to listen much better. This torpedo up here is just hovering around a bit. It's attempting to retarget, and it's been doing that for the last 15 minutes. So how about you? You still have torpedoes ready. Can we fire a torpedo against you? We could fire one manually. And I think that's what we're going to do. Let's see if we can't hit them. By the way, with submarines you can always see this green circle, and that has to do with sort of the refraction of the water and the layer. So sometimes you can see that. I think there are also some F-16s buzzing around here, but they are so much in this coverage of this area that I don't want to attack them. These also, like a dual pack, that looks a lot like enemy fighters. Same down here. These guys probably are not friendly either, but let's see. Also, this thing should really be running an active. It's operational. Torpedo seeker active, passive. As soon as it's nominally within range, we'll start to get the sensors over here to run in an active mode, so maybe that it can actively engage this guy. Let's also have a look at what we're actually attacking up here, and specifically what weapons it has. So this looks like missiles, basically. Yeah, cementier, chav, a gun. So luckily nothing that could really work well against submarines. Especially it doesn't have to seem to have any torpedo tubes or anything or the like. So that's good. Also these missiles up here, these Styx missiles, they don't seem... Oh, well, no, that's a big charge. So half a ton worth of explosives. So that's not little. Speed up time just slightly. Sorry about that. To see if we can't get this in range as well. And we know it should be there, right? So aircraft. Okay, so we'll have to have a look at that very soon. And first we're gonna tell you to be running active sonar. So I hope that very soon you'll be able to get the contact details of this gentleman over here. Let's also briefly look at the aircraft situation. Apologies for that. You are heading to a refuel point. Why are you doing that? Didn't I tell you to go home? You're doing that. Interesting. Maybe you don't have enough fuel to go home. Interesting. How about you? What are you doing? Unassigned. Go back to base. There's no point really launching a 2-missile attack down here. And there's no chance we would get down here in time. Plus they do have air defenses, so I don't think that would be worthwhile. Let's speed up time a bit just to see what's going on here. They are moving a bit, as it seems. There we go. Some contacts have been lost, but this guy really should be. Harrier is starting to get ready on. Why are we losing contact? There we go. Boogie has been as attack. Where's that? Attack? So that must be you guys, right? So what could you be? Mirages again. Morocco or Libya. Let's take the later one, 1980. I think you would only be bombs, rockets. Neither of these is a threat because the range is way too low. This is a bit of a threat actually, 22 nautical miles anti-air defense. So Morocco loadout, I don't expect that to be hugely different. No bombs, rockets. And let's actually look for this. Wait, what? I want to copy that. No, I can't even do that. Oh, never mind. Probably not that important. Dropping target from its target list. What is that? Are you kidding me? You go here. You turn on sonar. I want to know where that target is. Also travel down here. They seem to be going slightly below. Right, there we have a much better pattern. Come on, I know you are in that range. It's very, very likely you are in that square. Come on, come on, come on. So basically just told this guy to be much slower, so it has a higher range. But it's weird that we keep seeing this guy on radar but not on sonar. Does it really have such a low sonar signature? No, no, that's not too little. Flank ahead. We really want to find that guy. Attempt retargeting. Yes, please. Target this guy. Depressing. Station down there, someone under control. What? depth are you traveling at? Pretty low. Yeah, that's fine. These guys are jumping around a bit, but I'd wager guess that they're all down there. Let's briefly have a look at Marjan over here, because I guess a couple of the aircrafts here landed. And they are now on a 4-hour pattern. So I think what we'd want to do here is ready these guys somewhat differently. So AMRAAMs, these are anti-air layouts, Harpoon anti-ship layout, Maverick is a type of anti-tank sort of weapon or anti-ground weapon, which is an interesting choice. But we also have the bombs over here, paveways, so these guys are sort of smart bombs. These guys are really just free fall iron bombs. But what I find very, very interesting are these guys, the AGM-88B HARM. So these guys are basically anti-radiation missiles, which is high-speed anti-radiation missiles, so HARM. These guys aim for their radar emissions. They are not particularly strong. Can we actually see the damage profile down there? Warhead maybe? Yeah, there. So 65 damage points. Not that great, but enough to damage their radar systems, right? And they do have an immensely great range of 70 nautical miles. So these will be very, very helpful. I'm not sure we'll want the AMRAAMs, but I guess we'll take them. So we get 2 of these guys, basically to turn them blind, to take out their SAM over here, to take out the other radar that will give plenty of early warning to them. So these I definitely want to kill. Maybe 2 will be enough. We'll have to see about that. I think we will also take the precision GPUs over here, although we can think about the 2,000 pound, I guess that is. The picture is obviously wrong. No, this isn't Hawk. I'm not looking for Hawk. It's 400 damage points versus Paveway. That looks much better. 600 damage points. But the range is the same, so yeah, I guess we'll just take this guy. With just 1 AMRAAM, I think we'll want to exclude that and just make these guys into pure strike configuration. Should also be a 6 aircraft coming in. I think we just send it home, so probably that guy. You over here are not going to take a Harpoon. You are going to take we could take free fall bombs and just hope to bomb them a bit to oblivion. The short range package would probably be enough. So yeah, we'll take 1 of these guys. With the heavy guys up here, I think we'll be happy to have them as cover. Whereas the light guys again, we probably don't need that. But maybe we'll wait just at least until this guy's back, and then we'll see. You are still heading to a refuel point, which I don't fancy that much. To Hon over here, let's also see the aircraft that are available. A lot of ready aircraft over here. Let's see, do we have anything else? And I'll just take 2. That is different. Harpoon, Knight. No, that looks all very, very similar, which is too bad. I mean, which is fine actually. But yeah, I think we'll just take a couple of these guys as well as a second strike force. So maybe I think you guys will be on a paveway profile as well. Okay, these guys are penetrators, so they do have the same range. So you know, we'll take that. Yes, 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 yes. So these guys are already in 6 hours, which is a bit of a shame. Let's have a look back here. That was submarine. I don't think there's any Anything new we learned? Pity, but just the way it is. Yeah, there's no way we can penetrate down here. Okay, but we set up basically the first couple of aircraft. This guy again is going to switch his profile slightly. This guy's will maybe be fine and just provide a cover for the second strike force. So that looks pretty good. I think we also did have an anti-electronic warfare guy up here, didn't we? The Falcon. Yes, yes. So that will come in very handy as well. But that lays out our strategy nicely for the next couple of turns. So I think that's it for a very good nice first episode. Even though it irks me a bit that we are still in this fight with the mystery ship down here, but I think we'll win that round because principally it doesn't have that much of an anti-submarine warfare capability. So thank you guys for watching, and to see you guys next time. Bye bye.